Wow, and just like that, the missiles, the ballistic missiles from the arch-terrorist evil regime, the IRGC in Iran, are no longer raining down on our heads, destroying our land, killing our people. And President Trump of the United States is calling it a 12-day war, like the 6-day war in 1967, but adjusted for inflation. So it is a phenomenal victory. Phenomenal. Okay, phenomenal. It's miraculous. So IDF published information about this. So it's 1,200 sorties into enemy territory, 600 aerial refuelings, 80 anti-aircraft batteries destroyed, 250 missile launchers of the enemy destroyed, dropping thousands and thousands of munitions. And of course, the cherry on the top, the most important thing, is those 3 nuclear sites. You have Fordo. They called it Midnight Hammer when the United States came to help us complete what we weren't able to complete, and took out Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan using 14 GBU-57AB massive ordnance penetrator bunker buster bombs with the B-2 Spirits. We need to get some of those. And they brought them from the Whiteman Air Base to Diego and Garcia and took out the enemy's capabilities. And, you know, the world is a safer place, at least for now. And I'm very, very glad that we're not dealing with a nuclear Iran right now, at least not right now. How long until they get more? That's a very good question. Iran's nuclear program, some say, is set back only by a few months. That is very depressing. You have to do what you have to do. Even a few months, hey, who knows what can happen in a few months? Maybe they'll have a change of regime, a change of mind, a change of heart, which is what I hope. That's the only thing that really will be a full victory, is if that regime is toppled. That's what I believe. So they may resume in a couple months. They may try to resume operations again and get their core components like the centrifuges and the enriched uranium stockpiles and those, and try to bring back what they've been able to keep from getting blown up. There are some who say maybe that the strikes didn't totally that they were able to remove some enriched uranium. This is a claim that I don't have the answer to, but those facilities are definitely eliminated, completely eliminated. Now, the White House press secretary says those assessments are flat out wrong, that completely all the uranium was destroyed. Point is, whether or not they get more from Pakistan, or they get more from Russia, or they get more from North Korea, or from any of their allies, they need a change of heart, okay? At one point or another, they could restart their program unless the regime is changed. So there is a fragile ceasefire right now, very fragile. It could end at any time, brokered by the United States. It's currently holding. Right now, there's not a missile on my head right now. People slept through the night for the first night in forever. And ongoing intelligence evaluations are underway to determine how well this is going to hold. Okay, we're going to see what's going to happen. The IAEA, International Atomic Energy Agency, they said they confirmed that 900 pounds of uranium, enriched uranium, were missing, and everyone's a little bit worried about that. They have the IAEA Director General Rafael Grossi, and he says that he doesn't know where they're located, the 900 pounds of potentially enriched uranium. Again, I don't know what to say about all this. My point is, it doesn't really matter if the facilities are destroyed. It's going to take them a long time to rebuild. Either way, no matter how you look at it, this is a huge, huge victory. I think of the verse found in Jeremiah 31, when Israel's such a small country. Don't forget how small, the size of New Jersey, the size of Wales. And here we are defending ourselves. You probably heard that it's very personal for me, that I'm a Combat Engineer Corps officer, and when 7 young men from the Combat Engineer Corps were taken out by Hamas by an explosive that they planted hours ago, it hurts me here, you know. And I thank you for standing with me. Thank you for standing with the work to help these families in need and to help bring comfort. But it's hard. These are hard times, and we're going to make sure that the Hamas won't be able to continue to dig these tunnels and keep these hostages and commit acts of gross terror. And the same thing for Hezbollah in the north. The same thing in Syria, the same thing in Iran. That's what we're here for. Jeremiah 31:10 and 11 says, "Hear the word of the Lord, you nations, declare in the islands afar off. Yes, he that scattered Israel will gather him and keep him like a shepherd keeps his flock. For the Lord has redeemed Jacob and ransomed him from the hand of him that was stronger than he." I'm telling you what, that is right in the face of all those Tucker Carlsons and all those, different people who are out there, and they're saying that the ancient Israel, that the modern Israel is not the ancient Israel. It is because God is gathering us home and keeping us. And there's many, many verses about that.